Hi, I'm John Morse, State Senator from Colorado Springs, Colorado, currently the Senate Majority Leader in the Colorado State Senate. Today I want to talk a little bit about PERA, the Public Employees Retirement Association here in Colorado for state employees. We had to make some pretty substantial changes to it, and three groups of people were significantly impacted by what we did with PERA. The first group is taxpayers who are having to pay more into PERA. The second group is current employees who are having to pay more of their wages into PERA. And the third group are the retirees who will be getting less out of PERA as we scaled back the cost of living increases from now and on into the future. So this was an example where everybody came together to figure out the best process here, and not a situation where an individual interest group was able to dictate the outcome. This passed in a bipartisan way, and while it's difficult, governing, frankly, is difficult. No one is necessarily happy, but unfortunately that's sometimes what you have to do. But I think it is worth taking a minute to take a step back to figure out, well, why did PERA have to be fixed in the first place? How did we get to this point? And really there are two reasons that that happened. And the first, without question, is the recent market decline. PERA lost billions of dollars over the last 24 months and got down to where it was only 52% funded compared to, it had been over 80% funded just a few years before. So we certainly had to fix that because we couldn't let it go to zero in the next 25 years, which is what it was forecast to do, because that means that all the current state employees would be looking at no retirement when their time came. But the second thing that happened that I don't think gets as much attention really as it deserves is that back in 1999, when the dot-com boom was going on and money was easily made in the stock market and PERA was arguably overfunded, Governor Owens took over in 1999 after about 5 terms of Democratic governorship. And Governor Owens was looking for a way to get lots of state employees that had been hired by the Democrats out of state government to be replaced by his own people. And so what he did was he offered them buyouts where they could buy additional years for really pennies on the dollar. And we sold lots and lots of years and in essence bankrupted the system right then and there. It just needed to wait for the next economic downturn before it would be completely in the throes of disrepair, which is where we found ourselves now. So we had no choice but to fix PERA. But it is interesting, and you can certainly see what Governor Owens was thinking and why. He wanted state government employees to be folks that were friendly to him and his views of the world, and the only way to do that was to remove the existing state employees, and the only way to do that, if you don't have cause to terminate them, is to get them to leave of their own volition, and offering them the opportunity to retire early did precisely that. So, thanks for taking the time to listen. You can go to my website at senatorjohnmorse.com, send me an email at john@senatorjohnmorse.com, or fan me on Facebook. Again, thank you very much for taking the time.